Hey folks, what's going on? Super Warrior here, and it's review time. And today, we're reviewing SNG4's latest video. SNG4 runs out of memes. Since last week's video, Boys vs. Girls, was a controversial but blown up proportion mess, yet still quite an enjoyable romp. We'll briefly talk about it and then focus on today's episode. Okay, so on the review. This video is what I like to tell SNG4, this is pretty cat, bro. Bunch of memes here and there, or anywhere, in which this episode is mainly based around SNG4 struggling with meme fatigue, with somewhat similar to 2015's The Idea Block, which I did see that video, and yeah, I can agree with that. But yeah. So what I like to note is that some viewers will say this video is focusing on redeeming Luke's in real life self from the previous episode, which I honestly find that quite a stretch since this video doesn't seem that intentional. Plus, I am aware of how a part of the audience react to Boys vs. Girls, but that's not the case, okay? They made this as a satirical take on how meme makers, or comedians in general to some extent, run ideas of how memes died out while having trouble keeping up with the current generation of meme culture. Does this have any connection to Boys vs. Girls? No, it doesn't. I'm not speaking for SNG4 or anything, that's just my 2 cents. So the video starts off with SNG4 and his computer trying making memes. But when he gets creatively bankrupt, doomed that no one will accept whatever he could come up with, when he stumbles upon one of Bowser Jr.'s tweets, he realizes he needs to spice up his memes. As the video progresses, SNG4 asks his friends for advice to make his memes great again. To start with Mario, with his pet alien Greg. He teaches about the existence of YouTube poop, which I must say, I'm impressed at how it briefly captures feeling the old school YouTube poop. So it gets a kick from me. So yeah, pretty much. It's a good touch of what YouTube poops. Not gonna lie. Next is Maggie. She introduced TikTok to him and shows what it's for. Random jokes, users dancing over music. Now, I like to explain this. I'm not a fan of the site or app in any stretch, so it doesn't matter. So the segment shows short videos filled with songs, random stuff. Why is SML there, bro? We'll go over that later. Pretty neat. So SNG4 tries to put on a show, but fails miserably in an ironic twist. Yep, Maggie lost it, and so do I. Now on to Luigi's part. Nothing special, but pretty chuckle-worthy with Luigi's Rage comics, and SNG4 wearing a troll face, disgusting anybody in the process, especially Isabelle. Then comes Bob and Bookend segment, in which, on Fishy's End, it was kind of stale with typical weeaboo nature, but it's rather brief. But Bob saved this scene by showcasing deep fried memes at a local McDonald's. That's a spicy meme. Side note, I kind of relate to the moment SNG4 feeling triggered, aka how Nathan Bandy feels once every week. Now with Tari, it's about cat videos, which is understandably adorable, along with seeing her attached to them. But it's not even memes. Not a back segment. Not a back segment. Is really so cute. I mean cute, I guess. Man, I don't know. SNG4 tries his hand with pet videos by recording his dog. And as expected, it doesn't bother well even with pet rocks. Yes, Mario, he has gone cuckoo crazy. Now here comes the kicker of the episode. SNG4 endures the feeling of hopelessness to make fresh, exciting memes, possibly videos. Taking his hat off, throwing it in the trash. I would like to address that this scene isn't part of the new arc where he supposedly quits, which I believed at first. Personally, I'm not disappointed about it or upset that there's a new story this time around, but maybe I would like to some minor hits since currently we're over a month away from 2020, and it could be a bad idea to start the arc before then. Anyway, this part is quite nice and powerful, being a message of being yourself and not giving up quickly. SG4 comes to his senses thanks to the help of the Stonks Man and rushes back to his PC and does this thing, turning out to be a success. The meme is in question is Mario falling onto JonTron's shoulder, which was actually posted on his real world Twitter a while back. Nice. And the video ends. Alright. So here's the few things I noticed in this episode. Generation Clown emoji. It's like a reference to the Joker memes that makes sense. Bowser's aware of his bad parenting as he cries throughout the whole, thinking he should be spending time with Junior. So where are the Koopalings then? The Super Mario in real life TikTok has a clip from Super Mario Logan, Super Mario Got Milk 2017. A remake of his very first video from 2007. It's the third time SML's been referenced in the series. For the first being Toad's Party in the Tub from 2013's Super Happily Magical Fun Island, and Bowser Jr.'s background music in Super Mario Sunshine respectively. You might already know how I feel about the channel. The Stonks Man bodies is all pink. Did he lose his suit in the garbage or something? Lol. Overall, this is a pretty good video. I like the pacing, found the usual Gmod Super Mario 64 styling to be decent in this episode, and I admire the humor with good and dead memes. Also, let me tell you how Luke voicing his persona is kind of underrated. If you ask me, it's a fine job, and I give props to that. The few niggas I found are this concept is slightly derived from the idea block. A few jokes were sort of stale, which is expected from dead memes and such, but they're nothing serious. In conclusion, the episode is another thumbs up for me and better than Boys vs. Girls. So I rate this a solid 9 out of 10. As these are my honest thoughts. Pretty kick, bro. So yeah, that's the end of my review. So thank you all so much for watching, and I can't gloss the words. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment, and as always, I will see you next time in my next videos. Peace out.